Hey everybody, welcome back to DNA channel. Today we are at our remodel. We're working on plumbing. Recently we had all of our pipes cameraed and cleaned. We're working on replacing some of the old copper with new PVC, and we discovered some of our sewer cleanouts. The threads on them are completely corroded and rusted. We do have a little bit of hard water problem, so that has built up inside there. I was searching for solutions on the internet, trying to figure out how to clean these threads, and wasn't coming up with anything. So we tested this method here a few days ago and it was really working well, so I wanted to do a video to show you guys in case anyone else out there is having super corroded thread issues. Here's how we are resolving it. Here are our two sewer cleanouts in our spare bedroom. They're plugged right now because the threads are so corroded that we can't get our little caps on. So these will go on at the end. Some of the tools that we're using today are Rust-Oleum's Rust Resolver, lots of paper towels. I have an old toothbrush, a few chiseling tools, and then we're using a DeWalt drill with a wire brush on the end. Here's a close-up of our threads, and these were much worse the other day. We really worked on it for a while, decided this was a good solution, and wanted to share it with everybody. The first step is using the Rust-Oleum Rust Resolver and your toothbrush. Not your toothbrush, but a toothbrush. And this is a gel, so it's not going to run down inside the pipe, but I really try to not let it run down inside the pipe because there is acids in this formula and stuff you don't want down in your pipes. But this was the only method we could find and we were desperate, so this is what we're using. So I spray the gel onto the end of my toothbrush and start dabbing it onto the buildup areas. Then we let it set. The bottle says 10 to 30 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for 10 and then start working on it. And if you get colored material back off, you can assume that the Rust Resolver is working and dissolving some of the rust. And then I just keep adding new product, scrubbing on it, using my drill with my wire brush, then taking the toothbrush and kind of removing the material, adding new gel, and just keep doing that same process. So after the wire brush, we're going to take our toothbrush to it. And oh yeah, we're getting much darker material, which means it's really getting that rust dissolver into the material and removing it. So that's the process. And I'll scrape what I can out, and I'll try to keep the Rust Resolver from going down into the pipe, and then I spray more on. Look at all that material coming out. That means it's working. One of our guys that's working here on our remodel with us brought me down the Dremel tool and a tiny little wire brush that goes on the end of this. And I've been trying that, and it seems to get in between the threads a little bit better than the big wire brush. So let me show you that. Also, this is another option for a tool if you don't have a drill. So I wanted to do a little check-in video, let you know how progress is going. It's slow back-breaking work. My legs and back are getting sore down here on the ground in this awkward position, grinding on this thing. My cap goes most of the way on, and we think that small one's gonna be good. The big one, I want to give you guys a close-up. Not sure if you can see, but I think I'm finally starting to see threads. Let me move my light. So we're making progress, and I'm just gonna keep at it. Okay, here's an update. I sprayed a bunch of water in there with a squirt bottle and just kept cleaning it out until I don't have any rust coming out anymore. And it looks like we're missing some threads. I think we're down to the metal, but there's not threads all the way back. So we're going to get a threaded pipe, and a 3-inch threaded pipe, and try to thread that in there just to kind of loosen up the threads and realign everything. If you had a tap, you could re-tap the threads. Okay, so we have a 3-inch threaded pipe that we're just trying to remount these threads and open this thing up enough to get a cap on it. Went as tight as we could, used a pipe wrench. Just try to gain a little bit more. Now let's see if our brass cap will fit. That's far enough, don't you think?
I think that's good.
All right.
That'll do the trick. We'll put a little Teflon and pipe dope on there.
So hopefully
we'll do something to keep it from corroding.
Keep it from rusting up again. Okay, we're using OD Great White Pipe Joint Compound. It lubricates and fills in the threads. We're going to use this on both sides of the threads, on the cap and on the piece that's in the wall, and then use Teflon tape on our cap before we screw it on. We're hoping this is going to help with corrosion, prevent future corrosion, because we don't have a lot of threads left. here's our 2 cleanouts. So I'm just gonna clean up the wall a little bit. There's our nice new caps. The threads should not corrode in the future. And then we have a little cap that we put in between the 2 pieces of base molding. And that's it. That's a wrap on our video. So thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see future videos. Thanks.